Hello everyone. So what I'd like you to do today is have a go at this starter first. Then I'm going to do a couple of examples, and then you can watch me doing the questions as well. So press pause and have a go at these questions on this starter. Right, now that you've had a go at these questions on the starter, I'm going to go through this starter. Okay. So for this first question, I want the mode, I want the median, I want the mean, and I want the range. Right, the first thing we do when we see a list of numbers and we want to find out some averages and a range is put them in order. So the smallest number is 2, cross it out so I don't use it again. I've next got 2 3s, so I'm going to put 2 3s in my list, cross them off, don't use them again. Then I've got a 5, then I've got an 8, then I've got a 9, and then I've got a 12. So now that I've got them all in order, I can find out some values. Now, the mode is the one I see the most, the one I have the most of. So the one I have the most of, I've got 2 3s and one of everything else. So the mode equals 3. The median is, hey, if you can remember the rhyme, hey diddle diddle, the median's in the middle. Okay, so it's the middle number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tick them off, both the smallest and the largest, and I'm going to wait and see until I get to the one in the middle. There we go, the 5 is in the middle. So therefore the median is 5. Right, the mean is all of them added together, divide by how many there are. So there are 7 numbers, so I'm going to add them all up and then divide by 7. So I'm going to do 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 12. Then I'm going to divide by 7. So if I do this without a calculator, let's see how well I do. So 12 plus 9 is 21, plus 8 is 29, plus 5 is 34, plus 3 is 37, plus 3 is 40, plus 2 is 42. So how many 7s can I get into 42? Now if you write your 7 times table down the side, you'll find out that actually there are 6 of them. So that is the mean. So we've got 6 as a mean. Now the range is slightly different. It's not an average, okay? But the range is just the biggest value, take away the smallest value. The biggest value is 12 and the smallest value is 2. So it's 12 take away 2, which equals 10. So the range of values is 10. Okay, that's question 1. Question 2. Find the missing angle y and give reasons. So I need to find this value. Now angles on a straight line add to 180. So if I knew this number over here, I could work out what y is by taking this angle away from 180. So what I need to do is I need to work that angle out. Now I know angles in a triangle also add to 180, and I've got 2 of them. This angle, because it's got a little box in there, is 90 degrees. So I'm going to add 90 to 63, which is 153. And then if I take that away from 180, I will get this angle here. 180, take away 153, equals 27. So I've got 27 degrees. Now, I know angles on a straight line add up to 180, so I'm going to do 180 take away 27, which is equal to 153. So y equals 153 degrees. Now, it says give reasons. There's 2 rules I've used. Angles in a triangle add up to 180. And the second reason I used was angles on a straight line add up to 180. Right. Is the angle y acute, obtuse or reflex? The answer is, well, y is between 90 and 180, so the angle is obtuse. Right, third and final question. Find the nth term rule of this sequence. So the first step is to find out how much it goes up by each time. It could be go down, but in this case we are going up. To go from 1 to 5, I add 4. To go from -3 to 1, I add 4. To go from -7 to -3, I add 4. Okay, so the nth term rule will have 4n. To find out the bit that we add or subtract over here, I do the opposite. I go in the opposite direction. Instead of adding 4, I take 4. Okay, -7 take away 4 is -11, and because that's a -11, we put -11, and that is your nth term rule. Okay, well done there. So what we're going to do now is go through the examples for these volume questions. Okay, so this first example, the diagram shows a prism. The cross section of the prism is a trapezium. So this is your cross section. This is the surface area that we need to work out. Because once we work out this surface area, we times it by its length. So I do that to work out the volume of the prism. So to work out the area of a trapezium, we do half the sum of the parallel sides times the distance between them. So the parallel sides are the sides on the bottom and the sides on the top. So let's say half the sum, let's call them A and B. And so the formula is A plus B divided by 2, and then we times by the distance between them, which is what we called the height. Okay, and that's how we work out the area of a trapezium. So A in this case equals 4, B in this case equals 8. The height of this trapezium is equal to 7. So now I can work out the area of this face. So the area of the face is equal to A plus B, 4 plus 8, which equals 12. Then I need to divide the answer by 2. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. And then I take that and I times it by its height, which is 7. So the area of the face is 42. We are working in centimetres, so it's centimetres squared. So remember how we work out volume of a prism? We work out the area of the face and then we times it by its length. The length here is 10 centimetres. So the volume is equal to 42 times by 10, which equals 420, and it's volume, so it's centimetres cubed. So it's a tricky question, and actually it's using the area of a trapezium. Half the sum of the parallel sides times the distance between them. So I work out the sum of the parallel sides, 4 plus 8, 12. I halve it to get 6, and then I times it by the distance between them, which is 7. So 6 times 7 is 42. And that just works out the area. So then I times it by its length, which is 10. Okay, tricky questions. That's why these are complex prisms, alright? And worded problems. So the second example, the diagram shows a cuboid. The volume of this cuboid is 120 centimetres cubed. Calculate the value of x. So to work out the volume, we do surface area, or area of the face. Let's do area of face. And then we times it by its length. Right, let's just suppose this is the area of the face. Can we work out the area of that? Yes, we can, because it's 4 times 12. Area equals 4 times 12, which equals 48. And that's in centimetres squared. Right, so we take the area of the face and we times it by its length. But the length in this case is x. So the volume equals 48 times x, which if we were to write this in algebra, it would be 48x. Now, in the question, they've told me that the volume is equal to 120 centimetres cubed. So if I know the volume is 48x and the volume is 120, I can say that 48x equals 120. Then to find out what x is equal to, I need to divide by 48 on both sides. So I'm going to get my calculator and I'm going to do 120 divided by 48. And see what they give me. 5 over 2, which is equal to 2.5. So x is equal to 2.5 centimetres. Right, they're your examples. Rewind the tape, have a look at the examples again, see if you can use those to help you, and then what I'd like you to do is have a go at these examples, these questions. I will give you some workings and show you how to do them, alright? So I'll do these myself and then I'll scan them in and then I'll pop them up for you to have a look. Alright, have a great day and do your best, because remember, these are the hard ones that we've got to try.